I'm here to respect anime because anime deserves respect. High School DXD. People know High School DXD, and I think it's pretty okay. I think I'm gonna put it C tier. The dub is hilarious. It sounds like none of the voice actors really give a shit.
In that case, let me poke your titties. I'm gonna poke them. I'm pushing that nipple back in their teeth face. In the middle of a battle? You want to poke her breast?
Alright, the next one is Henseki. The plot is so fucking dumb. This main dude, for simplicity's sake, let's say he's in a club with these different girls. One of them leaves a love letter for him without her name on it. But when he like confronts them, each girl has like a different secret that they're hiding, like a weird kink. One girl likes being treated like a dog. One girl is into like BDSM stuff. One girl likes drawing boy on boy manga, so she likes it when he hangs out with his best friend. I think it was like just the right amount of stupid for me. So I think I'd put it in probably B tier. All right, next one is how heavy are the dumbbells you lift? Dude, okay, this show's pretty great. I used to basically live in the gym, and this came out during that period of my life, and I fucking love this show. I think I'm gonna put this in A tier. Plus, I love that scene where Machio is just like talking normally, and then he says like the word try. Okay, this show, I don't remember its name. I just remember calling it Worst Devil as a Part-Timer. I'm gonna put it in D tier. And the next one on the list is Recently My Sister's Unusual. Dude, I remember the little sister has a chastity belt or some shit on her. For the life of me, I can't remember why that's there. All I remember is there's a scene where she needs to piss, but for some reason, they can only remove the chastity belt for 5 minutes every hour. I sound like a madman talking about this concept because it's so fucking dumb. There's this part of one episode where she's just holding in her piss for an hour. Like, that's the joke. So yeah, I think it belongs in D tier. The next anime is So You Can't Play H, I think it's called. Before we had Worse Devil's a Part-Timer. Now we have Worse High School DXD. Can't decide whether to put in D or F tier. I think I'm gonna put in D tier. I don't think it's quite F tier. The next one is B Gotta HK. Okay, B Gotta HK, I think is genuinely funny. The main girl just gets to high school, and by the time she graduates, she wants to have sex with like every guy in the high school. But the entire show is just her trying to have sex with this one dude because she's clueless and has no idea what she's doing. I think I'll put a B tier. I think it's pretty funny, honestly. The next one is Rosario plus Vampire. Easy C tier. This show is fucking average as fuck. It's just like Welcome to the Demon School or Iruma, and Iruma is literally better in every single way. Asterisk War, I think I'm gonna give a D tier. I don't think it's that bad. It was pretty dull, but like I was still kind of entertained at some parts. If you told me to just watch that show now, I couldn't do it. It's pretty boring. Chivalry of a Failed Knight, however, the start of the show for both of them is guy walks in on girl changing, and then girl challenges guy to a battle, but they diverge in character writing and how they set up the story. I think I would give Chivalry of a Failed Knight A tier. I really like this show. All right, next up on the list is Redo of a Healer. All right, next up on the list is MM. I do remember certain jokes and setups, like there's this girl who's like really afraid of guys, and like anytime the main character gets close to her, she like punches him or something. But that's really all I can remember from the show. The rest was pretty forgettable. So I think I'm gonna give this a C tier. All right, next up on the list is My First Girlfriend is a Gal. You know what, let's just put a B tier. I actually had a lot of fun with the show. The dub was pretty damn funny. Character designs are ridiculous though. There's a character whose boobs are bigger than the rest of her body.
I don't want to touch those things!
All right, next up on the list is Shimonetta. Once the white-haired girl goes like full yandere, it becomes a whole different show, and it's fucking hilarious, dude.
Your cookies have my love nectar mixed in the dough!
And defiling.
It seems like the two of you have gotten close lately.
Holy shit, this girl's crazy. I'm gonna give it A tier, honestly. This show made me laugh a lot. Next up on the list is Testament of the Sister New Devil, or Testament of the New Devil. Dude, this title sucks. I was a very horny 16-year-old, and all I wanted to do was watch ecchi anime. This show, when I watched it, made me go, maybe I should try something other than ecchi. Because I was just watching porn. Like, that's what this show is just porn. This show is an easy F tier for me. I really dislike it. All right, next on this list is sekiray. I remember when they would fight, the clothes would rip off a lot and you would reveal the boobs, but like, that's honestly about it. Honestly, I think I'm gonna put it in F tier. It was really forgettable. All right, next we have Love Tyrant. It seemed like it would be a Death Note parody because it has a love note. I really don't remember much past the first couple episodes because I really did like the concept, and then they just kind of threw it away. Like, I think because I did enjoy the first couple episodes, I think I'm gonna give it like a D tier. All right, next on the list is keijo. Dude, keijo is so good. Keijo is an easy S tier. It's like a shonen sports anime, but the sport is girls wrestling with their boobs and butts. And it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so ridiculous and I love it. It's so funny.
まさか父サイミ
Seriously though, if you haven't seen Keijo, you should watch it. All right, next on the list is the mangaka's assistant. I can't remember the exact title. And to be honest, I can't really remember the show that much either. D tier. All right, next on the list is monmusu. It's just like basically different hijinks with the different monster girls. And I do like the designs of the characters, to be honest, but I can't remember much of the plot details because I'm pretty sure it's just like a slice of life. I think I'm gonna put a D tier. There's a lot of like D tiers right now. Next one is Food Wars. I really liked the first 2 seasons, but then when I think it was like the third or fourth season where it was just like food war after food war after food war. They're all structured the same and they're all boring and most of them were with characters I didn't care about. The first 2 seasons were fun, but the last few have been really boring. Overall, I think I would give it C tier. Now the next one is How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. I was really into the show when it first came out. Recently, I think like a couple months ago, I rewatched a couple episodes. I still enjoyed it. I love my isekai trash, and I just legitimately really like the main character of the show. So yeah, I think I would put it in B tier. Oh, this is Grand Blue. There are some female titties, but this show made the cut because of all the man titties. You see, there's so many man titties. Every guy is just constantly naked on the show, and it's hilarious. It's the hardest I've laughed at any anime, and I've showed it to even my friends who don't watch anime, and they think it's hilarious. This show's an easy S tier. Mayochiki. I've actually rewatched this show, and I genuinely enjoy it. I think this is one you're gonna have to watch the first episode because the premise is so confusing. They throw a lot at you. They're basically trying to hide this girl's gender like the whole time, and I just had fun with it. I actually really enjoyed a lot of the characters, so I'm just gonna stick it in B tier. All right, the next anime on this list is Infinite Strata. Oh, dude, this show is painfully average. This is going right there in C tier. I might be rating Infinite Stratos higher than it deserves, mostly because, and this is really shameful of me to admit, this is the show that started my interest in anime. But other than that, it was just your basic high school battle harem anime, except with mech suits this time. It's not very good, but I will give it some props because it got horny 16-year-old me into anime. So there's that, I guess. Okay, these next two, Shonen Sample and Dragonar Academy, I'm gonna put both these in F tier because I literally cannot remember a single thing about them. And it's worse for this one because I'm pretty sure I watched this like last summer. Like, this was not that long ago. All right, well, next on the list is Why Are You Here, Teacher? Dude, this show's pretty funny. I'll tell you what it is. It's just porn setups. This is porn setups, the anime.
自分で動くのは辛くて薬を取ってきてくれないか熱で体がうまく動かないんだ
It's a hentai without going into full-blown hentai. I think I'm honestly gonna put a B tier. I had way too much fun with this show. What the fuck is this? Oh, what's it called? Blade Dance of the Elementals or something like that? I cannot remember a single thing about this show. I don't remember the concept. I don't remember the characters. This is just a blank spot in my mind. So I think I'm just gonna give it F tier. Finally, we have, at the end here, Prison School. It was just a lot of like really absurd scenarios that these guys just keep getting themselves into. It's okay. It has moments, and the moments are really good. Outside of those moments, it's kind of dull. I do like a lot of the jokes though. Jokes are pretty funny. So I think I'm gonna put this probably B tier. So I hope you guys enjoyed me making this list and basically me just trying to use my monkey brain to remember a lot of these shows. And also remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff in the future. And as always, thank you so much for watching.